Brooklyn Independent Television.
Weaving and embroidery are old-fashioned pastimes that your great-grandmother might have enjoyed. Hobbies that seem a little out of place in the world of iPhones and Facebook. But we also live in the era of startups, and not too far from here, a couple of young women have created a business aimed at preserving and reviving these traditional crafts.
So basically, the loom is a machine that's used to make cloth. And cloth is used for clothing, which is kind of an obvious use, but it's also used for a lot of other things. Yes?
Is it used for shoes?
Yes, it is used for shoes. This hand weaving, it's a very old skill. It's something that every culture has had in the past, and we find that it's actually not really being used in the industry anymore, except for sample making. People really don't know where fabric comes from. They don't really know what it takes to make fabric. They don't know the effort that goes into dressing a loom, and certainly not what the effort that goes into operating a loom. Okay. So what's the pink part? The warp. And the blue part? Weft. Okay, excellent. If you know that, you know basically all there is to know about weaving. We do all kinds of textile art classes, including screen printing and embroidery, knitting, felting, basically anything in the area of textile arts. One of the more special programs that we do is based on weaving. So it's essentially hand weaving, and what that means is that we're using very traditional skills to keep hand weaving alive. Pass, beat, switch. Pass, beat, switch. Very good. So for us, what we really wanted to do was to really provide a kind of art experience to this community in Brooklyn, which is interested in do-it-yourself kind of projects and interested in the arts at the same time, to offer a different kind of experience where they would be able to make something really from scratch. Oh, this is beautiful. Very nice. You can spin your own yarn, you can weave your own yarn, you can dye your own yarn, and ultimately create a product that's unique so that it's marketable. You don't have to depend on the fabrics that you can buy in a store in order to make a dress that has your own design. You can start designing from the very beginning. You can design the cloth that you then design into a dress that you then sew yourself. So you gain a kind of independence that most people don't have. And then this one is a little bit more sophisticated in appearance, and it's also done on a 2-harness loom, so it's a very plain weave structure, but then it's been finished with pieces of leather that kind of give it another level of sophistication.
With the economy the way that it's been for the last couple of years, a lot of people have turned to their own skills and looking to, creative outlets are really something that makes people really happy, especially when people are losing their jobs or anything like that. You find ways to fill your free time, and a lot of people are taking those skills and turning them to their own small businesses. So we've seen a lot of that. You see that with Etsy, a lot of these craft fairs popping up everywhere, the flea markets, people wanting to sell on their own.
It's a good color, very nice. We have found that people, not only children, but adults as well, are interested in the finished product. So in the fall, we're going to be offering another kind of class, which is not just learning how to use the loom. It's weaving for 3 classes and then sewing for 3 classes. It's kind of like a holistic experience. It's just the whole thing. You weave, you sew, you walk away with a finished product. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Wow, look at that purple.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.